know about there. There was a lot of stuff over there. Tilly again, one-on-one. So France comes right back. Bernardinho, when I asked him what was the key against France, he said, we've got to be patient because their defense is going to make us play a lot. And finally, France's defense, I think they're the best in the tournament so far. Their defense is starting to come to the fore as that ball is hit out of bounds by Lucarelli. So a rare, unforced error. That ball's out by a meter, a yard, take your pick. And that ball's hit out of bounds. No touch detected. So this is interesting. Challenging a touch on the block. This is interesting because when I was playing, you're always crying about touches, always begging for touches. But now the players are selling their coach on there being a touch, and oftentimes, I've seen it a lot. I don't know what this call is going to be, but I've seen it an awful lot where the coach is almost talked in to calling for a challenge by his players. Simone Santi taking a little time. The point's on the board. The call is the ball was out of bounds. And here comes the call. Ball's out of bounds, no touch. That ball is wide of the block. I'd like to see a little closer look. But 7-4 now, France on top. Wallace. Wow, unloading on Grabinikov. That was a facial. And Grabinikov, I should say Wallace. Wow. You know, if you're not getting hit in the face, if you're not getting hit in the chest, if you're not getting hit in the throat, you're not in the right spot. Here is Sadao. Ace serve. Wow, what a gutsy serve for Sadao because he's playing with a very sore left knee. And he does not have his usual lift. Back-to-back points now for Brazil after France led by 3. And that ball served out of bounds, and we've gotten to the first technical timeout of the 4th set. Semifinals here in Katowice. Brazil leading 2-1, but trailing here in the 4th, 8-6.
Já foi, ponto, recuperamos ponto. Rodar de primeiro, o que não pode é o seguinte, sai com o lado do cara rápido, Mário. Subir a bola, Mário. Bum, 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 bum. Rodamos la bola aqui também.
On va chercher la ligne, mais c'est bien, c'est intéressant de venir chercher dans le dos du passeur et après aller chercher Murillo aussi, d'accord? Matcher, tu balances, ok? Allez,
Teams buzzed back out onto the floor. Not a lot of recent history between these two teams. Last meeting in 2013, each winning in their home country. Bruno, first time going quickly on the second ball, the dump by the setter. And Gopeth was there. That was just a better play. Bruno's a good athlete. He spent a lot of time in the weight room. He's really improved his body. He jumps a lot better. Sidibe again. Maurice Sidibe coming on for Antonin Rouzier. Rouzier, a heavy resume, second leading scorer in the tournament, but he was totally ineffective so far in this semifinal. So he was taken out, and Sidibe has played very well. Oh, what a crush. That was out of the back row by Lucarelli. Watch the broad jump. Taking off behind the 3-meter line and then hitting that ball from about a meter off the net. And France returns the favor, but dug by Brazil. Good shot into the block to restart the point. And down the line. Really good, smart volleyball. Kevin Tilly with a wonderful dig off the tap down from Lucas. And then the smart shot by Irvin Ngapeth. And Lucas again taking out Kevin LaRue and Wallace off of Ngapeth and out of bounds. This is the job of the setter. How many times one-on-one? How many times? Because the attacker has a huge advantage. Lucas been pretty quiet serving so far. Sidibe. Bruno with some room. Not enough middle attacking from France. Sidibe with the swing. Brazil is challenging that the ball was down earlier in the rally. I was blocked out. It has to be determinative. If the video proof is inconclusive, if there's a body between the camera and the ball, the call on the floor will stand. So the call is, the ball is up. So Brazil is out of challenges. And the lead for France is 11-9. Ball served out of bounds, and should be pointed out that Bernardo Rezende is on his best behavior because he was fined for some clearly inappropriate behavior at the match against Poland in Łódź the other day. He and his team refused to attend the press conference. There were some things said right after the match, and he was disciplined by the FIVB. Oh, that ball goes down. A little confusion between Ngapeth and Toniutti. And just like that, tied at 11. See, Wallace is just keeping this ball in play. A lot of smiles on the faces of Brazil. How many times have they been in this situation? Tremendous advantage and experience, as I've mentioned a couple of times. Dangerous. Rybnikov with a ball handling error. As the libero, when he sets the ball overhand, he's got to be behind the 3-meter line. And that was really poor judgment. Timeout called by France.
On garde la frustration, on gère, point d'après, ok? Allez, gars, rush!
Talked about Brazil playing in the finals of the last 2 Olympic Games, lost to the United States in 2008. And we're up 2-0 against Russia in London in 2012, and eventually won the silver medal. France, the last 2 Olympics, didn't qualify. Coming out of the timeout, Wallace misses that jump floater into the top of the tape. Good serve by Leroux, finally joining the party in that phase of the game, and a better block. Legoff and Tilly on the outside. Lucarelli has slowed down a lot since the second set. Other than the back row quick combination, look at Legoff. Actually overran the play. Sidibe was in a good spot, but got a little bit fortunate. Serve by Leroux. Timeout, Brazil. Kevin Leroux served exceptionally well in France's wins over Germany and Iran here in Katowice. But he was not good at all to start this match. And Laurent Tilly told me, he said, every day we practice, we warm up, and then we serve. Starting to pay off for Kevin Leroux.
Continuidade, continuidade, continuidade. Não precisamos pressão nos caras. Bora, bora.
Spodek Arena, downtown Katowice. Every seat has been sold for months on end. You think it's loud now? Wait until the second semifinal, Poland and Germany. One-on-one once again. Excellent, excellent set that time. Look at Bruno. Not exactly the position you want to be in as a blocker, but that'll happen sometimes. Excellent offense by Brazil. Looking for the hands, Murillo not getting it. Nicolas Marichal coming on to serve now for Kevin, no, coming in to block for Tilly. Thought he was going to serve for Sidibe, but no. France now leading 15-13. Play out of the middle once again. Brazil has continued to stay very aggressive. Their middle attackers, you know, when you look at the leading scorers in the tournament, you really won't find, other than Ricardo Lucarelli, who's number 7, you won't find a Brazilian player hardly ever in the top 3 or 4 or 5 because they've got such good balance. Brazil, a chance to tie, and there it is. 15-15. Sadao is putting on good service pressure here. Last time through, remember, he served an ace down the line, and this time a bad pass forced against Irvin Ngapev. Tough swing from Marichal. Into the block and on the sideline. Oh, a little bit unlucky. And Brazil will take it. Into the block, rattles, and in, and Grabinikov did not have a play. So the teams will head to the sideline. Brazil coming from a couple of points down to lead 16-15 here in the fourth.
Marechal e o Gaqueiro. Eliminou o jogo com calma.
Mudou, né? Tu é o outro agora.
É o Marechal.
É o G6.
Vai nos dois, é no meio dos dois, é um ponto meio dos dois.
Sei isso aqui. Aí.
Brazil looking for an opportunity to play for their 4th straight World Championship. Nobody has ever won 4 in a row. The Soviet Union, not Russia, the Soviet Union has won the most world championships with 6, followed by 3 apiece, Brazil and Italy. Coming out of the technical timeout, here is Sadao, told by his coach to keep this ball in. And another nice kill by Sidibe. The kill is fine, but again, still France just not setting the middle nearly often enough. That ball off of Murillo. Sidibe has come in and played very, very well under a lot of pressure. Into the middle again. And Le Goff just absolutely vacated. Watch number 14. He's gone. That's a great read by Bruno. Le Goff didn't think there was any chance that Bruno could get the ball into the middle. Off the block, off the edges again by Ngapeth. France can win this match if they set a couple of balls into the middle. Maybe one in transition, maybe one when you don't expect it. But they just can't keep going to the outside. Ace, sir! That'll help the cause. Nicolas Le Goff with a jump floater. Sometimes it floats long, sometimes it floats short, sometimes it's perfect. Little confusion, and Ngapeth gonna take a swing and tucks it down inside. Just an incredible swing by Irvin Ngapeth. Boy, the blockers were over the net. This one just, oh, it went inside the hand of Lucas Saatkamp. Boy, he is technically such a sound blocker. Don't see many timeouts called in slow motion quite like that.
Você vai, deixa a bola, ninguém falou nada, deixa a bola, isso aqui dentro, a bola, tá bom, não roda a primeira não. Deram só ajuda lá, tá?
Brazil led 16-15. They've been outscored 4-1. Le Goff continues to serve exceptionally well. Lucas easily over the top of the block. Johan Mel had come in for Benjamin Toniutti. He's even shorter than Toniutti, but a better jumper and technically a better blocker. Here we go again with this critical substitution. Lipe coming on to serve for Murillo. He served 2 aces in the second set. He has been superb as a serving sub. Good set to Ngapeth. Oh, and Bruno dug the ball, but Lucarelli could not keep it alive. Big break for France and Ngapeth. Boy, he has really played a smart match. He's hit so many balls off the edges of the block, off the top of the hands. Here's Toniutti. Oh, it's stuck. stuffed by Ngapeth one-on-one. I mentioned that Ricardo Lucarelli had really slowed down since the second set. Wow, why is he tipping that ball? He just mistimed it. Now a 3-point lead for France. And again to the middle. Two blockers there, but Lucas just too high. France leads 21-19. And the ball's out of bounds. France can side out their way to a fifth set. Back to Wallace, off speed and stuffed by Leroux. This first semifinal is going to 5. Irvin Ngapeth wanted to get there in a hurry. He has played so well. Here's the double substitution. Rafael and Vizotto coming on. Bruno and Wallace will go to the sideline. Rafael is a very clever server. France has got to be on their toes. Out of the middle again. And Brazil is within 2. Will Benjamin Toniutti set a ball to the middle? Le Goff and Leroux have been ignored offensively. Sidibe comes through. Laurent Tilly told me he had total confidence in Maurice Sidibe because he has played his best matches in big moments. I know they haven't played in a while, but against Brazil. Set point number 1. And that ball served out of bounds. Boy, that was careless. And Ngapeth has missed one. Set point number 2. That was careless. You got to keep the pressure on Brazil. You got to be able to serve at 80% and serve in. Sidibe off the block and out of bounds, and we're going to the tiebreaker. The teams have exchanged sets. Brazil winning 1 and 3, France winning 2 and 4. And in the first semifinal, we're going to have a 15-point